has finally come.
My loyal servants, one must bid you adieu till such time as I beckon you once more. What? You're just gonna bail on us?
With the arrival of this giant meteorite, many more people have succumbed. Main Fräulein and I shall tend to the victims on the soldiers' behalf.
Goodbye. You are a good listener. I enjoy chatting with you. To be honest, most of the other adventurers in the guild only ever talk to me when they want to hear Oz's. This little journey we had, it was a...
Huh? You're talking...
Oh, yikes. What am I doing? I totally broke form.
What Main Fräulein means to say is that the...
And now Oz's translation...
Main Fräulein simply wishes to...
Most indeed. My dear attendants, I hereby charge...
Who are you calling your attendant?
We will meet again.
Well, now we're 2 people short. But let's not get hung up about that. The good news is I shaved some dust off the meteorite and used it to do another reading. These rocks have been around for hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. Leonard must... The meteorites carry his will and can pass it on to others. A guy from the distant past with a burning ambition to scale the highest...
An adventurer?
Our approach so far has been too passive, and time has been against...
Paimon agrees. From now on, we need...
Yes. Because if the meteorites carry Leonard's will with them, then I'm a little incredulous, but it turns out her blind guess was actually spot on. Anyway, all we need to do now is remove...
Okie dokie. Since we've got a historical adventure...
Our records show that there have been many adventurers by that name over the years. However, I do recall that there is a...
Arthur Leonard. Where are you, Leonard? Aha! Gotcha! The index says that Leonard's book should be in the northwest corner on the northwest corner.
Seeds brought on the wind will sprout in due time.
Of mountains and seas, but the words have faded, and there are even pages missing. Paimon's got no hope of reading this. Darn. Maybe we're just wasting our time on this one. Oh, right! Look what we found! Leonard wrote a book!
Oh, let me see. I could have predicted as much. Your average astrologist would definitely give up at this point. But I am Mona, progenitor of the future of astrology. I simply need to deduce the missing portions with my astrolabe. Finished at last.
So what does it say?
Just as I thought. Leonard was an adventurer who lived to... His lifelong dream was to reach the summit of a mountain called Pylos Peak.
2,000 years? So the
Somehow, for some reason, this constellation was summoned down.
Paimon thinks so too. Whenever something shady...
The meteorites harbor elemental energy, which radiates out and lulls... And if I'm guessing correctly, there should be some sort of core meteorite among the bunch. Well, if I were Leonard, I would want to make sure the core lands right on the snowy...
So, the core should be at the top of Pylos.
It's the first I'd heard of it, too. So, I compared the map from the book.
Are you trying to say that the tallest mountain Paimon's
I once read somewhere that the Animo Archon, Barbados, once used his divine power to mobilize the winds and blow the ice and snow. The mountains of that age were replaced by the vast stretch of ocean we see today. The summit still reaches just above the waters, as Musk Reef. Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Oh. So, this is Pylos Peak. Not much to show for itself now, eh?
Looks like someone beat us here. Is this like a popular tourist spot, or... Ah, it's you!
Huh? You again.
Look at the state he's in.
He managed to extricate himself from the dream on his own strength? How is that possible?
Just because you are powerless to do something does not mean that I am. You're too late anyway. I finished my research.
We knew it! This was all a dirty trick by the Fatui!
Save it! No more fun and games for me today. I'll come for you when I'm good and ready.
You entered the dream they've all been having, didn't you? How much do you know about Leonard?
Leonard? Who's Leonard? Whatever. I have bigger fish to fry. I've discovered something far more important. And far more
What?
The stars. The sky. It's all a gigantic hoax.
The stars are a lie. What are you talking about?
Is this some kind of astrological debate between you and Mona? Seriously, who's gonna fall for that one when you...
Oh, you are so naive, it kills me. Still, can't really blame you. After all, I used to believe the same thing myself.
A few moments ago, you mean...
Look, I really don't have the time to do this right now. What was the Jester thinking? He must have had some inkling of what we might discover on this mission. Would it really have been so difficult to give me a little forewarning? Time for me to go out and find the truth. So long, suckers.
Oh, can you believe that guy? He calls us suckers and then he just trots off. No one disrespects me. No one! Ugh. Time to show them what you get when you cross world-class genius with pure, unadulterated rage.
Cook this through.
Wow!
Told you! That's what happens when you disrespect me. You bet I am. Paimon, you agree too, right?
Sure did. Without you here, those...
See? How do you like that, Harbinger? Scumbag. He seemed genuinely shaken, though. I don't think he was lying. I was always taught to talk about the false sky during astrological reading. I digress. Come on, let's finish the job we came to do.
Whoa! This must be the core! It looks totally different from all the other meteorites. It's way more shiny.
This stone harbors an unbelievable amount of elemental energy and human... Yes. Otherwise, the victims will never wake up. This core is the root cause of everything that has happened.
With ropes, we can scale mountains. With boats, we can sail the seas. By age 40, I had conquered every last domain. Pylos Peak alone defeated me. As an adventurer, and well, maybe in other ways too. Now, I am approaching the end of my life. Many times I have sat and stared up at that peak as the boundless snow slowly engulfed me. It is a beast without weakness, the merciless face of the world. It fills me with fear. And when an adventurer loses courage, they can no longer climb mountains. My mountaineering days may be over, but I have a greater ambition now. Humans create tools to conquer nature, and when nature conquers them in return, they create better tools. Where our legs cannot take us, maybe our tools can. And when tools fail us, perhaps wings can carry us instead. My dear friend, I leave you my designs for the wings of incompletion. Against the unknown, humanity stands as one. To be alive is to seek, to set foot in every place that the eye can see. I have little time remaining, though the wind has not yet come for my soul. But between us and your children, students, and friends, I believe that someone will reach that place at last.
Wow. Well, that was unexpected. Who would have thought that human will can survive in the skies for millennia? Astrology really is an
What makes you say that?
The ability to communicate with the stars can give you access to all the secrets from throughout human history. Though, of course, very few astrologists ever... What's with the formal tone? And speaking of formal tone, what is the deal with that girl, Fischl?
Paimon thinks so too. She's so... how to put this? Yeah. Oh, is she one of these people?
You may well be right.
Even so, Paimon thinks that the most surprising thing of all was how Pylos Peak...
A mountain of yesteryear now sits as an island in the sea. Almost anyone from Mondstadt could reach it now.
In other words, everyone can climb Pylos Peak now. Do you think Leonard would be happy about it? The situation with Pylos Peak, with wings, people can travel further and higher than ever before and explore new and unknown places. The victims should finally start waking up now, and we have finally finished our commission from the adventure.